Ready to take the next step in your education or career? The Warren Forest Higher Education Council offers affordable career training, certification, and seminar programs right here at home. With flexible classes designed for busy schedules, you can advance your future without leaving the region. Your future starts here. Learn more today at high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Double fisting. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Coffee and a Conversation. Brian Hagberg with you here on your daily local, and we're joined at the High Ed classroom space by High Ed Executive Director John Papalea, and from Create Community. I know I'm going to mess this up. Aaron Wallace from Create Community. That organization is now kind of fallen under the umbrella of the Warren Forest High Ed Council, and that's why both of them are here. We can talk about what Create Community is and how things look going forward. But first of all, guys, thanks for taking some time to talk with us today, and welcome to Coffee and a Conversation.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
So, Aaron, I guess, kind of start off, explain a little bit of what Create Community is and what some of the goals of the program are.
Okay. So Create Community originated because a friend and I, Jennifer Bliss, and I wanted to be able to share arts and learn more arts, crafts, everything. And it just grew from there. We attended a session with Erie Arts and Culture, who taught us about local arts agencies. So most places call it an arts council or something to that effect, but by definition, it is a local arts agency. And our purpose is to promote the arts and culture of the region. So local by region, not just the county or just the city. I guess as an artist, I don't like to be put into a little box or have to stay in those boundaries.
You don't want to color inside the lines?
No, I want to paint everywhere. So what we do is promote the arts and cultural heritage, which I think is important beyond just history or just the culture of an area. We have tons of culture here, and it's just a wonderful area to live in and be able to share that. Also supporting the artists. So whether it's promoting the local musicians or the Crary Gallery that has an exhibit coming up, a writer who wants to share what they're working on, sharing competitions that folks can enter, that sort of thing. And then also supporting the arts organizations, like the Crary Board, like any of the guilds that are going on. There's Allegheny Center for the Arts. Right. There are the Music Conservatory. There's so many different things. The Summer Music School. Those organizations, businesses like Piper Van Ord, you can go into the outfitter and find art supplies. Yeah. So that's a pretty amazing thing. You can follow her on Facebook and see all the wonderful photographs that she takes and videos.
Those underwater videos are fantastic.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? Yeah. And that really ties in not only with the arts, supporting the businesses, but also the culture of the area. That's what has built it. You can go to her store and get a Gary Lester sticker. Like, how can you,
I love Gary. Gary's awesome.
Who doesn't need a Gary?
I love
Right.
Gary.
another artist?
Hold a camera and a kazoo, right?
Right. One in each hand. Sometimes the sticker has a paddle included in there. So really that is our entire purpose. So how we do that is utilizing our website, social media, sharing through classes, teachers, getting artists that either want to teach or maybe they already have or they never have and they want to learn how to share their gifts, their skills with others.
So, I mean, you mentioned this kind of started as you and Jen wanted to just be more artistic. And I have probably a pretty good idea of how this happened, knowing you and Jen as I do. But explain a little bit about how you actually got in from just, the two of you wanting to do some more artistic things to becoming an actual program in this.
We are actually a corporation. We
Okay.
have, we were very, very lucky. We filed for our 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization and got our IRS determination letter in less than a month, which is, which is unusual. So we were really happy with that. We have a board and we're still recruiting for our board. So if anyone is interested, and I don't want a board built full of artists because then we'll probably just come up with tons of ideas and be really creative, and
then you lack a little on the execution side.
Right. But folks that know the administrative things, the financial, that sort of thing, we need those pieces as well because we really want to have a diverse board. We were officially determined as a nonprofit in June of 2025. We started about a year or so earlier than that. And it was just trying to find any kind of organization that had all of the things that we were trying to do, to promote, to teach, to share. And we couldn't find something that was the right fit.
Right.
So at the same time, and in that process, we were working with John when he was at the chamber with developing community development, economic development, and those ideas were brought together and presented to Erie Arts and Culture, who said, well, look up Americans for the Arts. It's called AFTA. Yeah. There's probably 20 other AFTAs, I'm sure, out there, but and to look up what is a local arts agency, that's what you're describing. Yeah. So how do we do that? What does that look like? And they said, you need to, do we fall under another organization? How do we approach it? Let's get a nonprofit. That was the best way to approach it. So that's what we did. Because of insurance, it was one of those, like, we have to raise money, but we have to have insurance to be able to do the classes we want to do and all those sort of things. So that's when we approached John, even while he was still at WCCBI, and WCCBI has been phenomenal at helping us out with all of the different pieces. And Jenny Phillips is on our board so that we can incorporate the economic and community development as well as, really partnering with a lot of different agencies has been another piece. Whether it's the chamber or the Visitors Bureau or the small businesses.
Yeah, and maybe just so if you don't mind me jumping in, and we're excited on the higher side, especially as the educational piece. Is this, and I've worked with Aaron and the team for a while to get this thing going. So we've been able to build it out to its current position that Create Community falls as a program under the Higher Education Council. We're able to get them in here, utilize our class space. And I think it's a perfect, partnership synergy right now in program, especially as we're talking about overall education. We kind of know as an organization, we also have a duty in kind of working with each other. Right. How do we have synergy? How do we partner and build out so that the community as a whole benefits, and being able to bring in Create Community under our umbrella it currently really helps it get established, helps it grow, helps our organization grow, and then see where things head into the future. So we're excited to have them on board, work with them as a team to establish what kind of classes are going to run, where, and balance out our overall schedule. We're able to consolidate resources too on the promotional side of things too, right? Use our arm, use their strength to grow our reach.
Well, yeah, let them develop all your marketing creative, right?
That's right. Yeah. Bring in the experts. Yeah. What's going on? How do we work together and really bring this out? So I know from the high ed standpoint, we're really excited to have forged this partnership and have it be a program of the high ed.
Well, and the more you guys kind of talk about how all of these things came together, and I think there's a transformation happening in the county and in the region right now of, for a long time, people were hesitant to collaborate and cooperate and work together to achieve common goals. And I think we're seeing a major shift towards, okay, we cannot continue to be islands amongst ourselves anymore. We've got to start working together and collaborating. And, what was your experience as you approached, obviously you said the chamber was great and clearly high ed's been receptive to it as well. But, some of the other businesses and organizations that you've approached, over time, what are their reactions been and how receptive have they been to create community?
So far, everybody has been great. I tell people all the time, a lot of the agencies that we initially approached, they tend to work in a silo. Yeah. And I tell folks all the time, the only thing that belongs in a silo is grain or silage. Yeah. So we as human beings, we need to work together as a team. That's the way community is more effective. Hence how we got our name. And because that was really what it was all about, was the creativity, the culture piece with community, bringing people together, intergenerational programs. We are better off as individuals when we work together as a team. In my position at the YMCA, that is the bulk of what I do. And this is one way that I can do that is through Create Community. We are focused a lot on wellness and just bringing people together, because you see, whether it's an exercise class at the Y or a break, when people are at a training and they're on break, or they're all sitting around. Like if I go to Tybout House right now, which is one of the partnerships that we have that has been phenomenal. If I go to Tybout House right now, chances are there's probably at least a couple people there, and they're spinning wool or, knitting, crocheting, whatever it is. And that's community that's happening, those connections, those supports, those natural pieces. So we are naturally geared to collaborate and work together as teams. And I think that too often we allow our differences to get in the way. And as a result, we stumble over that. Long way to say, we have actually been able to, because we didn't want to be in those silos, we've approached things differently and really gotten a lot of partnership all over the place. And I think part of it is because we're not trying to compete. Right. I think competition when it comes to small businesses or organizations, whatever. And I'll use one example. There's a gentleman who has taught drawing classes here at High Ed. He's trying to do his own drawing classes. Well, then we're not going to try and do a drawing class and force him into teaching for us. Sure. We can instead just promote what he's doing and figure out on his terms, what can we do to support him so that he can achieve what he is setting out to achieve? Because no matter what, it's going to benefit everyone in the end. One of the partnerships we actually started before we officially did partnership agreement where we're doing classes is with the youth leadership that High Ed does. Great program. Really good stuff that they're doing with those kids. Well, I'm going to second that. I know my daughter's been in it twice for 2 years now, and it's fantastic. I love it. I mean, the things that the kids are doing and what they come up with, it's just phenomenal. But they said, we'd really like the kids to do a project where they take their leadership skills and then pass it along in such a way that they're helping other kids, younger kids. is there something we can do? So together with the high ed staff, we came up with a really good thing to do that partners with another agency, Remake Learning, which started in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And it was all about everybody learns differently. How can we do things in the community to help kids learn? And so we're doing a Remake Learning Day event on May 16th at the Y. So again, another partnership. The kids they're designing everything and we're gearing it towards their interests, their passions. So there's going to be athletics, there's going to be arts. So we're getting the right folks in the right places to help the kids achieve those goals.
That's phenomenal. I mean, those are exactly the kind of things that you want to hear. You know, if you're a young family, you're a parent with, you know, young kids or whatever, you're thinking about moving to an area. Oh, hey, this is good. They have these kind of programs available for our kids to participate in. And, you know, it's not just a fun thing, but they're going to learn and develop their own skills as well. So with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to see some of those creative skills that I have probably. But when we come back, we'll talk more about Create Community. It's Coffee and a Conversation on your Daily Local.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
At Lowe's for my
And welcome back to Coffee and a Conversation. We're here with John Papalea, Aaron Wallace, talking about Create Community, now falling under the umbrella of the Warren Forest High Ed Council. And John, explain a little bit about how that all came together and how Create Community is going to help you guys.
Yeah, sure. As we were talking earlier, you know, how we collaborate and share resources is important. So as I've talked with Aaron and the team over the years, a big component of what they were trying to do is education, right? How do you educate young artists? How do you educate adults or whatever it may be? And we obviously do that as well.
Right, yeah.
So as we began talking, we thought, was there a way that we do this together? So we were already poised, obviously, and are running educational programs now. So being able to work with that team, be able to help provide some oversight, utilize our resources to help people register, provide space, and just bring that as an onboard into the High Ed umbrella and be a program of ours made all the perfect sense, right? And now we're working together. We're both not trying to do similar things.
Right.
We bring in experts on various subjects that help us build out our schedule. And everybody comes out ahead. So that's really kind of how it all started. We knew this is a great program. I think this falls within the mission that the High Ed's trying to do. How do we lend ourselves and being able to bring it as a program of the High Ed just made all the sense in the world. And I think it works for us. It works for them. You know, and who knows where the future goes. You know, if that program gets big enough that they want to kind of transition to purely kind of independent or whatever, then they'd be able to do that. And obviously there would still be space available here at the High Ed. But how it stands right now, we couldn't be more excited to forge this relationship and have them operate as a program of the Warren Forest Higher Education Council.
Well, I would think just from a standpoint of, you know, if they start offering some classes here, just getting more people in your doors is going to lead to bigger and better things, more visibility of, I didn't know you had that, or wow, this is going on here.
What else is going on?
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. We lean on each other's strengths.
And Aaron, from your perspective, how beneficial is this relationship with High Ed going to be to grow and create community?
We just had our board meeting on Monday, and I can't tell you how excited we all are, really and truly, because not only are we doing classes within the High Ed schedule, but they've also allowed us to rent a space where we can store supplies, we can have meetings, we can be able to truly grow. We didn't have a physical location prior to this, and our plan was to raise money so that we could pay for our insurance and then go out and do our programs out in the community at different locations. Here, because we will fall under High Ed for the classes, we don't need that separate insurance because they're High Ed classes that we're providing in partnership. So that made a huge difference financially, that we can begin the classes, we can get into the community, we can grow as an organization and continue to partner. One of our partners, we actually have 3 different partners in addition with High Ed. Tybout House is going to teach a fiber art series. Catherine Clancy from Youngsville is an artist that does acrylic paintings. She goes by Ham. I don't know how that came to be, but it's a different kind of, and she's so much fun. Jennifer and I took one of her classes. I'm like, she's fun. We need to get her on.
We got to get this one, right?
Yeah. Right. Her energy is just fantastic. And Shanta Grimes, who is an author and teaches writing classes through her company, Ninja Writer. That's what it's. I almost said Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior.
That's not it.
Are those people that run obstacle courses while they're writing essays and stuff?
Yeah. It's tricky. It's really tricky. So those partnerships then build their business, help them get out there, while it's also getting the arts into the hands of the people that want and need it. We are promoting High Ed, so it's just that whole symbiotic relationship that just, I think it's beautiful.
Well, and again, just those 3 things that you mentioned, right? They're all arts, but they're all vastly different, ways of artistic expression. And I think that really speaks to the breadth and depth of what you're able to provide here.
Absolutely. I think the other thing is, people, a lot of times they'll say arts and crafts.
Yeah.
So art and craft is 2 different things.
Yeah.
When most people think of a craft show, they're things that some of it is art. Yeah. Some of it is just crafty creations. And everything from what you're going to do with your kids. One of the classes, actually, there's 2 classes that are geared towards kids for Mother's Day and Father's Day. So for Mother's Day, they're going to make paper roses to be able to give mom. And for Father's Day, they're going to use a shirt and make an apron. I made one for my son. He loved it. And it's just a golf shirt. So it looks like a golf shirt. That's just, it's kind of fun.
Nice.
But those are crafty type things. Versus the fiber arts. We are doing a series called Artistic Medium Exploration.
Say that 5 times.
Right. So I'm going to call it AIM only because it's easier to remember. But that's what Tybout House is doing. So it's going to be a 3-hour sessions that really go in depth as to what the art is all about. How does it work? How does the medium, what's the product look like? That sort of thing. And then allow folks to try it out.
Sure.
You test drive a car before you buy it. A lot of folks tend to look at some kind of creative medium and they're like, oh, that looks like fun, but am I really going to like it?
Right. Yeah.
So this gives you the opportunity to really try it out, see if it's something, take it for a test drive kind of thing. I'd like to do additional classes in that same style of series about different types of painting techniques, and so that folks can really learn the art, but we will have craft things as well. So
And I know you mentioned, having had conversations with like the music conservatory and those kind of organizations. Have you reached out to, like, say, Warren Players about some of or the library theater about some of those other performing arts and what possibilities you might have in those realms?
I have talked with Eric at the theater. I've talked a little bit with a multitude of different people.
Yeah.
And it's been actually over the past few years because we were preparing for all of this. So we didn't until now have a space, thanks to High Ed, that we could meet, that we could have classes, that sort of thing. So some of it is really truly, like Warren Players is the perfect example, that we will help share when they're doing auditions, when they're having shows, helping that organization to share out what they're doing, to get folks involved. If somebody comes to us and says, I'm new to the area and I'd really like to get into theater here, I did it where I lived before, we know exactly who to get them to.
Yeah.
One of the projects in that vein is the cultural asset mapping that we are working on. So the idea is, just like I can go to the Visitors Bureau and see all the different places that are tourist type things for me to do. Some of them are cultural assets, but also say it's a musician. Where are they going to play? What are they doing? How do I contact them for an event I want to do? So I also seeing where things are, but who it is that I need to get in contact for what particular art.
No. Well, and I don't think people realize just how many musicians and musical acts that we have in this region. I mean, just in Warren County alone, it's, we put out our weekly newsletter, and especially, spring into fall, there are, live music events and at various, restaurants and stage.
Not just at a bar kind of thing.
I mean, all over the place, not just Music in the Park or Island Park Station, whatever, but they're everywhere. And there's just this wide array of, musicians. I mean, I happen to see, I think, as this airs Saturday, it's Tuesday, I saw tonight, Alyssa Wismar's coming back from college and playing a venue somewhere. It's like,
on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, on a random Tuesday night in Warren County, you can go find.
There's always something to do.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I hate to hear that. Well, there's nothing going on. There's nothing to do. And there's always something going on. It's just, and I think part of that is for folks to find, back to the youth leadership, those kids, they know what their vibe is. They know what they want to do. Yeah. So helping them to continue and do that even more, it's the same thing. Whether it's music, whether it's painting, if somebody wants to learn to paint, our art class that we're doing is kind of a paint by, like a paint and sip type thing is what Ham does. But if somebody came to me right now and said, I really want to take an art class, I want to learn how to watercolor, I want to learn acrylics, I would have them immediately call Kim Slocum, Creekside Art Studio. Right. She's doing amazing stuff there. Amazing stuff. And there's lots of other artists, lots of other ways to get involved with whatever it might be. If they wanted to learn how to throw clay, there's a place you can do that. There's a lot of culture, arts, and just amazing stuff in this area.
Well, and like you said, I think just, getting all of that out there really goes a long way towards dispelling that. I mean, we've all lived here long enough. We've all heard it, there's nothing to do.
Yeah. I think it's people say that everywhere you live,
Yeah, sure. But I think so much of it is there are things that happen so frequently that maybe when you're in it, you take it for granted a little bit. And, I think the more.
Or you've done it 10 times and you don't want to keep doing that same thing or eating at that same place, trying something different. Yeah.
But, the more, groups and organizations and businesses come together and collaborate and say, okay, let's kind of consolidate all of this information. So if somebody is looking for something to do, they can say, oh, I'll check, the Visitors Bureau, I'll check Create Community and see what they've got going on. And, maybe we can do something fun this weekend, or, maybe we go catch a live music act tonight when we go out to dinner.
Absolutely. Visitors Bureau, actually, Lisa, they were able, and it was when Casey was still there. So they were able to get some software system that scans everything like social media, website, everything. And there's a calendar of events that just pulls all kinds of information in there. So that is a really great one. If someone's looking for things to do. And again, we're going to make sure that we get on that calendar so that we know people know what art classes, because the other part is we are still looking for folks that want to teach a class. And again, it's arts and culture. So you don't have to be a sculptor, a photographer, a writer, or a musician. It could be somebody who's a homesteader. And that is a culture in and of itself. And especially in this area, folks that grow their own food, that know how to can, that know how to do a sourdough starter and not kill it, which is a big deal. I don't do it, but it's a big deal. So that could be a class if somebody's like, you know what, I'd really like to share that with others.
That's a popular class. We've keep filling that up here at the high end.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is if it's classes and instructors that have already taught here, say there's a painter that girls were talking about that teaches painting classes through high ed. In no way, shape, or form do we want to change any of that. We're just going to help promote it.
And like I said, if you subscribe to our email newsletter, just enter your email address, hit submit on our website. We do that. I mean, I'm scouring the Visitors Bureau calendar and Facebook events and all of that stuff, and we put that in, and week to week, just here's a snapshot of just what is going on in Warren and Forest County, from Wednesday to Wednesday, basically. And again, I tell people all the time when I'm putting that together, especially in the spring and summer, those Friday, Saturday things just get bigger and bigger and bigger as the year goes on.
And that is, again, just a snapshot. There's still so many other things going on.
Don't even attempt to claim to have it all. There's just no way. Yeah.
You can't, because there's so many. If you have an interest, you'll find something.
So Aaron, you mentioned, website and social media, and if somebody wants to get involved with Create Community, how can they do that?
Our website is Create Community, LAA for localartsagency.com. We are on Facebook. We're still working on our Instagram. I don't know what happened to that, but we have Instagram, we have Facebook. Our Facebook is very, very active.
And just search Create Community on
Create
Facebook.
Community.
Okay.
And it's really long and I apologize, but it's Create Community Local Arts Agency and it will come up.
Okay.
Of course, when I hit Create Community, it automatically comes up because I look at it so many times. But follow us on social media, send an email. We will add you to our list. We do have memberships available, and you can get that so that you have early notification of classes, which our notices will be going out soon, and you can get discounts on classes, things like that. Businesses, we have quite a few different businesses, Bow and Bend, Family Services, Senior Helpers. We have a lot of different businesses that are also a part of things that want to support what they're doing as well.
All right. So again, if you want to get involved with Create Community, go to their website, check them out on Facebook. I'm sure, Aaron, you and Jen can find something for anybody who's looking. Just reach out and they will get you hooked up, or reach out to John and the staff here at High Ed. I'm sure they'd love to help you out as well.
Absolutely.
And, get their schedule of things going on too. You guys always got stuff going on.
It's always busy,
So
and you come out, check it out, and it should be a busy spring, busy summer, and look forward to partnerships and collaborations.
There's times like I saw in one of the ads and it was like cold case files. I'm like,
right?
like who thought of that? Like that's just so neat.
Mm-hmm.
Like the staff here really do a fantastic
do,
job and have such a variety of classes and so many interesting things.
We've got such unique subject matter experts, and a lot of times I don't think people understand that a lot about, so you can teach that. I mean,
That's right.
I made the mistake of kind of lamenting about something going on when Donna and Joan were here, and their immediate response was, "You want to teach a class about it?" Well, I guess I shouldn't have complained.
Is that how you started doing the press release class?
Yeah,
I
that's
took
how
that
that
class
got,
and it was good.
Yeah,
it was very
so
good.
I got another one coming up in Tionesta on April 24th. So we will certainly have information coming out about that. If you're down in the Forest County area, you want to check out how to write press release and news briefs and get them published. Check out the class coming up on April 24th. But Aaron, John, I know you guys are incredibly busy, so thank you again so much for
Thanks for having us.
taking some time out to
thank
talk
you.
to us and explain Create Community. And again, if you want to get involved, check out the Create Community website, Create Community on Facebook. Just reach out and they will be happy to help you get involved. So for Aaron, for John, this is Brian Hagberg on Your Daily Local saying thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you